When Rachel, Trusty, and Jude flew back into the Fairyland Library, they found Lydia sorting through the last muddled up pile of books. When she saw them, she jumped up and down, clapping her hands. "You look happy," she said. "Did you get your objects back?" "We made a good start," said Jude, smiling. "The lucky library stamp can return to where it belongs." She placed it in the velvet-lined drawer, but her smile faded as she looked at the two empty spaces. "We will not stop searching until all your objects are back where they belong," said Trusty. "Let us go to the ice castle and see what we can find out," said Rachel. "The goblin I sent to the goblin village will still be on his way there," said Jude. "If we hurry, we might be able to find the missing objects before he tells Jack Frost that I have got the lucky library stamp back." Jude led Rachel and Trusty out of the library, and they all rose into the air. "I have never seen the library from the outside before," said Trusty. "It looks like a castle," said Rachel. The library was made of sand-colored stone that glowed in the sunlight. It had delicate spires and as twisty as unicorn horns. Crystal windows sparkled on every side. "It is beautiful," Trusty whispered to herself. "We will not let Jack Frost spoil this place for everyone." Soon the fairies were speeding towards the ice castle. As they got closer, the sky changed from forget-me-not blue to grim gray. When the frozen walls of Jack Frost's home loomed up in front of them, the fairies perched on the bare branches of a nearby tree. "Look over there," said Trusty. Two goblins were standing beside the moat, yelling at each other. One of them was wearing a scuba diving suit. The other was very tall. He was holding a blue tin box and waving it around as he shouted. "What are they doing?" asked Rachel. It looks as if they are quarreling about something," said Trusty. "How can we get closer and find out what is wrong?" Jude thought for a moment, and then a smile spread across her face. "The goblins would not talk to fairies," she said, "but they might talk to pixies. Goblins like pixies because they are cheeky and they have got the same pointy ears." She waved her wand, and flashes of red, green, and yellow burst around their heads. Rachel and Trusty blinked and stared at each other in amazement. Each of them had shrunk to the size of a pixie. They were wearing red caps, yellow trousers, and green jackets with the words "Water Inspector" on them. "Come on, let us see what they are doing," said Jude in a high-pitched pixie voice. They hurried towards the goblins, who turned as they came closer. "Water inspectors?" asked the scuba goblin, peering at their jackets. "What do you need to inspect the water for?" "We have to make sure it is safe," said Trusty in a serious voice. "Diving into dirty water can make you very poorly." "Ooh, I do not like being poorly," wailed the scuba goblin. "I knew this was a mistake." "Why do you want to dive into a freezing cold moat anyway?" Rachel asked. "I do not," the goblin grumbled. "Jack Frost told us to hide this box, and Smarty Pants over there thought it would be a good idea to bury it at the bottom of the moat. Then he said I had to take it down there." He stuck out his tongue at the tall goblin, whose long nose was bright red and drippy. "It is not my fault I have got a cold," the tall goblin replied. He blew his nose into a spotty green handkerchief. What is in the box? Asked Thirsty. The scuba goblin looked around and put his finger to his lips. Something that belongs to a fairy, he whispered. But don't you dare tell her. Tee-hee, she'll never find it down here.